Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be part 2 of the mashup, Lionsgate, Lioness Gate, et al. And I'm not quite prepared for this, so I'm just going to let it go all over the shop. So I was woken up at stupid o'clock again. That's happening a lot at the moment. And journeying with Neptune and Saturn. And I kind of was experiencing the energy of Neptune retrograde. Let's just bring that in. Holding the hand of Saturn retrograde in Pisces. And that energy is bringing in a kind of ringing the bullshit bell energy. Okay. And what I've decided today is there may be more of these videos. I don't know how this is going to unfold, but I'm going to consciously kind of try and keep them within that 30-40 minute thing, because they can get big and heavy, I know. And none of that may come true. I can hear myself sometimes. Right, this morning's messages. Neptune came in with karmic intent. And it came in with karma, not as a kind of retribution punishment thing to do with consequences, but as an alignment of feeling and action, or truth and action, and divine will and action. I haven't quite tempered that message yet. Yeah, feels good, fast, clear, clean, like none of the nonsense of the checking and the adjusting in between the pulse and the action. And then what came in was episode 1 of Ringing the Bullshit Bell. And if I'm doing this to please you and calling it love, I'm deceiving myself and you. And I had a lovely, long, delicious call with Christelle LeBlanc last week. And we were playing in these energies. And Neptune came through, and it was just kind of flinchy. It made me flinch, like, oh, this is going to be merciless. Because it's like Neptune moves really slowly, and it's just kind of teasing through that 29th degree. And it won't be over, because Neptune's then going to retrograde and go back. And it's like, oh, for sake, it's that kind of energy. And in with it came this bullshit bell energy, like where we haven't taken ownership, accountability, where we're projecting, blaming, shaming, naming, all of that energy, where we haven't learned. So it's where we're lying to ourselves, where we're self-abandoning. It's going to be deliciously uncomfortable. Yeah, okay. So the alignment of the inner experience becoming the aligning force carried out through an act of integrity. In this action, what am I birthing? Becoming fully aligned with the inner voice, taking action on the inner voice, even if you want to go in that direction, which might be the old story, and the inner voice is going, oh, no. No, I heard the words this morning, road less traveled, rebellious soul, and the road less traveled. So I want to put that into the container. So as Neptune taunts us with that last pinch point degree of 29 degrees and 55 minutes, it then decides to do a 22-week, 2-degree retrograde back to 27 degrees and 7 minutes. Look at these numbers. This 2 is seeking unity and harmony. It's all happening in Pisces. So Neptune retrograde begins July the 2nd and ends December the 7th. Okay. Then Saturn retrograde, well, before that, Saturn retrograde begins on June the 29th, 10 days from now, until November the 15th. Okay. And then next year, March the 30th, Neptune moves into Aries. That's going to be really interesting. That's going to be interesting, damping down the fire, but I don't know yet. And Saturn is going to move into Aries. Okay. Saturn and Neptune in Aries. Okay. So we're going to do a quick reading. Oh, hang on. These little babies are calling to me. In fact, I'm going to go to those before I go to the shaman deck. This is me not prepared. Deal with it. I love you. Thanks for your comments, by the way, on that last video. It's great to see the story really opening up and getting naked. Fabulous. Okay, speak to me, beasties. What messages for today? And if you haven't yet seen the community tab, click on the community tab. And I'm so sorry. I'm not fully here. I'm distracted by 3 or 4 things at the moment, but I'm just going to carry on as cards go all over the floor. Yeah. That's hilarious. Oh, that's hilarious. It's like, it's so sweet to this energy. It's like someone's opened the gate and I'm just this wild horse that's going nuts in a field, trying to run in 7 different directions at once. Yeah, I'm getting that beautiful 33 energy and new alignment. Do you know what? Do you know what? I'm going to add further distraction because I have just had a delivery. Right, I'm going to dance to Saturn now because I'm really short of time, but I want to go and get these cards. Yeah, don't think about it. Bear with me. Stay there. Okay. Right. Focus, Chrissy. We've got 2 new decks. I don't know if I'll have time to bring them out. Ah, Sacred She Tarot. Okay. What have we got? Right. So, horse spirit. Freedom is yours. Freedom to be, the freedom to feel all of your feelings, the freedom to express your feelings, the freedom to love in your own way with no dogma, stigma, programming that you haven't created for yourself. This is the wild unknown. There's a tarot deck, isn't there, called the wild unknown. That's beautiful energy. Look at the feminine energy coming in with that freedom, and horse, which kind of tends to represent masculinity. Just noticing that. Your worth is in the void. It's your worth is in the darkness of you. It's in the real darkness of you. Hmm. Hmm. It's where it's been since you brought it in. Yeah. Hmm. Patience. There's an unfurling here. It's almost like a relaxing of the tension of overthinking. Be fearless and bold. That might present as like a little wobble in the tummy or a nervous feeling or something like that. Okay, let's just have a look at these, see if they want to play. Where can you ring your bullshit bell? I once did one of the military workshops that I did, the retreats. We had this fabulous guy in, and he came in with his bullshit bell. Not like a real bell, but he told us right from the start that if he hears bullshit, he's going to call it. And that related to his opinions and his truth. And so yeah, subjective, objective, whatever, even if there's a difference. But where I saw it applied beautifully is where he was going into process and he stopped himself and he went, hang on, that's bullshit. Called himself out, and it allowed him just to nudge in a slightly different direction for the release. Okay, give me a closing message, please. I have to go. Okay. First, I'm just going to invite the cards to express themselves. Thank you. Okay. Good friends, companions, and associates are the whole of the spiritual life. Buddha. The Sangha is a group of spiritual friends who are willing to hold up the sacred mirror for each other to see clearly what is happening, both beautiful and ugly. And I use those words with caution because holding up the soul mirror comes with a great deal of responsibility and love and humility. It cannot be a tool to give one rank or power. It's got to be done with love. It's a fine line between holding up the soul mirror for somebody and just projecting. Silence is the key. Silence and space holding is the sacred way of loving, healing, facilitation. So here we are looking into the ugly mirror. And when I was first making my notes with Christelle on the Neptune thing, what I got was the next 3 months, but it might go into next year. It's going to be fun. Okay, so that was Sangha. And this is Dhamma or Dharma. Don't seek to grasp Dharma with your mind. Don't try to understand it. You can know it only when the mind is still. So your worth is in the black. It's absolute stillness and nothingness. I've got notes going missing. I wrote a piece about boredom this morning. I don't know where it is. When the mind is still. While the endless inner mind chatters are in the way, nothing. While the endless inner mind chatters are in the way, nothing will be able to cut through the noise echoing inside your head. And if this is speaking to the stillness of meditation, the stillness of sitting still, allow both. It takes a great deal of practice to disappear into the silence. We have to go through layer after layer of, because the intellect is programmed to save the mind from freedom, essentially. And so when the mind starts accessing deeper and deeper dimensions, the intellect will come, oh, what's going on here? Or the ego, it doesn't really matter. And so allow both and control it with the breath. So it's the breath that is the chariot. Use the breath as the chariot. I see you. Use the breath as the chariot. And just keep coming back to that. Lovely, thank you. So these cards are the essence of doing the soul work, doing the sacred mirror work, and stillness. Okay. And how about, oh, that's just, I don't know what that is. That's just beautiful. I'm going to read that because it's just beautiful. Reactive emotion, 19. The Dharma is clearly visible, immediate, inviting, uplifting, to be personally sensed by the wise. Do not define yourself as reactive emotions. Otherwise, you will be hijacked by habitual emotional reactions. This is speaking to the witnessing. It's there to be witnessed. There to be witnessed. Great, thank you. And the card that flew out and has landed on the floor is Parrot Spirit, which says, watch your words. And that might be that immediate reaction to project. So that's when the trigger hasn't been handled carefully. And that's going to happen. It's going to happen. And so standing and witnessing. Okay, my loves, I gotta go. I'm going to do one last card from the abundance deck. Sorry, I'm just reflecting. I don't even know what I've said in this message, so I don't know what to call it. Ringing the bullshit bell, that one. Yeah. Yeah. Let love be the container, whatever needs to happen. Let love be the container. And if there's time, make a container. Make a container so it isn't reactive, it's responsive. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation, only love itself. Yeah. Gorgeous. That's it. I'm gone. I will see you again. Take care. Do the clicky things. I'll see you soon. Bye.